Hi, I'm Hollow from HallowHowTos. In under 4 minutes, I'll show you 3 easy steps to master your parrying with confidence in Elden Ring. Let's dive in. To parry in Elden Ring, you need a shield or a weapon with the parry skill. Start as a thief to get the buckler, the best parry shield with a forgiving window, or visit Warmaster Shack in Lingrave to buy the parry Ash of War for any small shield. Now let's get to practice. First step is to practice on Godric's soldiers. Keep your shield up but watch stamina. Practice all movesets from spears, hammers, and sword enemies, but only practice one moveset at a time. Once you have the timing internalized, you can parry consistently. Move on to step 2. Notice how they do that long wind up and then move their hand forward. As soon as you start seeing that hand move forward, press the parry button. Not sooner and not later. Be sure to stay till the end for 4 key tips to becoming a pro at parrying in Elden Ring. Notice the visual cues and the audio cues if there are any. Some attacks like this one are just timing. Now let's move on to something harder, the Crucible Knight. The Crucible Knight will build on what you learned from step 1. Some attacks are faster and have small parry window. You will have to become better in your timing and spacing to master this boss. Again, practice one moveset at a time until you can parry all of his parryable moves. Then we can move on to step 3. Notice where his arms are right before I parry. Take a note on where his sword is right before his hand moves. And there's the location for the Crucible Knight. Before step 3, I just wanted to leave this in here. I mean, just look at this. I'm level 1 and I'm making the boss completely trivial, just using the parry mechanic. This guy will also teach you how to use parrying against a boss, because you can't parry against all the moves, so you will have to roll some moves. Step 3, parry mastery. The last step is mastering the very first Tree Sentinel. Most Tree Sentinels are easy to parry, but for some reason this one is extremely hard. This boss will teach you one thing above all else: spacing. Spacing is extremely important. If you aren't standing at the right spot at the right time, the parry will fail, adding another variable and increased difficulty. Once you have this guy down, you will be unstoppable. Again, start with one move and branch out to other moves. That is a nice one to learn, but this one coming up I feel like is the easiest one to learn right away. That overhand slash. Notice the timing and my positioning. Well, now it's time for the 4 key tips to becoming a parry god. These 4 tips are really 4 components you need to pay attention to learn how to parry: visual cues, audio cues, spacing, and timing. I know I mentioned a little bit about this earlier, but visual cues and audio cues are what you're going to need to learn the timing of the attacks. It's very rare that you'll see an attack first off and know when to parry it. Once you have the audio and visual cues in, timing becomes second nature. After that, it's all about spacing. Usually you want to be close to the enemy. Some enemies are different. As a Tree Sentinel, you want to be about halfway up his Halliburton. You do not want to be at the end of the Halliburton. And that's all I have for this video. If it helped you out, please leave a comment. If you have any more suggestions on how to become a parry god, leave a comment down below. I will have a more in-depth parry guide coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks guys. Goodbye.